Yeah, see, it's doing that because there's hardly any room because I got to push that in. So I'll take I got an 1 5/8 drywall screw, and that'll hold it in for the time being, right? Until I get some longer. I'd have to go to the store. In fact, I got some of these somewhere. Okay, that are about 2 inches long, and I could put that in there when I get done. In fact, yeah. See, these other ones will be snug once I get them in. Again, you don't want to use the drill for those. See, those are pretty snug. And I could have done that initially with that one. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then take this one out all the way, put a small screw in. Because then it wouldn't have made the wood any bigger. Because these threads to this drywall screw is about the same size. Does that make sense? I could have done that. But we're gonna close the door now. And we're gonna see what that is, what that looks like, and see if I can live with that. Okay. Now, see there? How much closer it is? What do you think? And then see how big it is down there? That's amazing. I hardly did the screw at all. And because I got that big screw in there now, I can, I don't like it. I'm gonna ever so slightly tighten those drywall screws. Just hardly anything. Right? It's almost where it was before. Okay, but okay. I'm not gonna mess with it any further. You saw how much I turned it, hardly anything, right? Look at that, it's spinning. Isn't that something? Because I really need a longer screw. And I got some 2-inch. Well, here's my 2-inch. Let's just see how that goes. And what's happening, because I'm so close to the edge, I'm not hitting the wood jam behind there. You see what I mean? So on that one, I can probably get it with the 1 5/8. I'm just gonna take a drill bit in at a slight angle. Okay. And now I'm hitting the 2x4 behind there. Do you see what I mean? Now this should hit. Because before I was hitting just the edge, it's sliding off. So I'm going to still use the 1 5/8. I'm going to put it in the hole that I just drilled. And see there? Now I can pull that over. There we go. Like that. Okay? In fact, we could try closing the door without even putting these other 2 screws in, couldn't we? That one's holding it. Just for kicks. Go on. See, these 2, I couldn't, even if these two strip, I couldn't really put in longer screws there because that's within the 1/2 inch. I'd have to really angle them a lot to get them. And see, this one's just stripped and spinning. This one's kind of tight. That's the one that's going to hold it. So when I go to the store to get one, I'm going to get at least 1 5/8. And the other screws, even if that bottom one was spinning like it was, it's never going to make this door sag. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, there it is. I think I'm going to have to leave it because if I get any closer at the top, man, see, I like it a little closer in here, but I can't really get it much closer, can I? For when the door closes, the latch into here, the only thing I could do is put something in behind here and kind of cock that slight angle, make this one flush, make sure it doesn't indentate a little bit so I don't have too much of a gap in there. Do you see what I mean? All right, so there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, all right. Oh, that's funny. I did it one more time just because now that screw there is sucked into the 2x4, that just kind of pushed it a little bit. So I undid the screw just barely, the ones behind, and I'm liking it. It's like our landscapers are here. And see, on that one, if I really wanted it tight, I'd get some longer screws, angle it at about a 30-degree angle, a 25-degree angle, get some long ones, so even if it misses the outside corner, I can still get it in there. And then once it's in, because these heads are so small, when it's sticking out, once I get it snug, then I can take my hammer and just flatten down the one edge. I've done that before. It works out really good. Wish I had those screws here. I think I've got them at the other house. Okay, so I'll just have to remember what to do. See there? That's good. I'm liking that. That's just a hair closer, but not too close, not too far. And I'm calling that good. Okay? So see, yes, can you adjust doors in and out even if they're not sagging and you need to push it out? Yeah, you can. Or if you need to push this one out, you can. If you need to push this one in, you would suck that hinge over just like how I sucked this over initially by drilling 2 holes up in here, putting the long screws in and all that. Then you can caulk it. So just about any door that's already pre-finished, it's already painted and everything, I can generally fix just about any door out there without shaving off the edge, without goobering up anything, so that when it's all installed and done, you would never know. Okay? That's it for now. Now, what am I going to talk about next time? Well, it's probably going to have something to do with this door, probably. How to install the weather stripping around here, how to install the door weather stripping shoe at the bottom, how to install a deadbolt, how to install a lever locking handle or lever handle, how to install the strike plates, how to adjust the strike plate. I'll find something, so stick around. There's more to learn. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.